Right, just get this right, hang on. Guten Tag, mein Susha in Deutschland. That's right, a little hats off to German people or people living in Germany. 3.3% of my viewers come from Germany, so how the heck they understand me I'll never know. But I'd just like to say thank you very much and welcome. Right, let's start the show. Right guys, another reason I wore this top today is just to signify that this is a top from the German World Cup 2018, 2 years ago, but it's actually vintage inspired. So if you think about it, vintage inspired, well, it's not just watches that do it, is it? Trainer manufacturers, football tops, sports kits, quite a lot. They do a lot of vintage inspired stuff, don't they? So vintage inspired is everywhere, it's not just in the watch world. Anyway, that's babbling on a little bit here. Today we've got a really good watch in. Thank you to Workington Watches. Yeah, he's a top man. We've become friends, I would say. It started through watches, through Instagram. No peanut butter involved, don't worry about that guys. So today we are reviewing, unboxing, this is nice, the Seamaster Sedna Gold on the Omega rubber strap. Now this is stunning, and speaking of vintage inspired, this is, look, what the hell's that? Hang on a minute. Alright, so I've just silenced my phone, apologies, hashtag professional. So this is a newest version of the Seamaster, and there's been a ceramic version before that, and then an aluminium before that. So it's a bit like Grandad, Dad and Son, and this is the Son, and this is the youngest, best looking, strongest one. But if you're an older person that like Grandma loves Grandad, Grandma's not going to look at grandson and think, oh, I need to think of a different analogy, but you get what I'm saying, don't you? Depending on where you got into watches is sometimes where you like them. So if you've got an original Seamaster, that's your first love, you will always think that that is what is the best Seamaster. I got the ceramic version that was the last version in blue and black, and then black again, and I think that's my favourite version. So I think it's just whatever level you get into watches is when you like it. But now I've spent time with this, I didn't think I could get on board with a 42mm, but it's nice. It's got all the tech involved, which I really like about Omega. So it is a fantastic looking watch. Now I'll go through this very quickly. You get a cardboard box, whoopee, you get the best watch box I've ever seen. Now I think Patek do some pretty nice ones, but I've never seen one of them, and it is a stunning actual piece, and it's same, you can't really use it for more, because in there, that's solid, so you can't do it with that. You get a little bag here, I use that all the time, and when I resell my Omegas, I always keep this bag, don't tell anybody. So yeah, it's a really nice box, and I wish it could be used for more. In this, you get another box, bloody hell, it's like Inception, innit? A box within a box. But you get the instruction booklet. Sorry, Workington Watches, it's rubbish, but you get this. So again, this comes into my watch wisdom later on, does this. So that's my nice little wallet, brand recognition there, sorry about that. And if Omega did that and made this out of proper leather, people would probably use it. They'd probably put it in their handbag or the wallet or the suitcase or the briefcase or whatever, and they'd use it. So I think again it's a bit wasted really, because it's nice but it's not nice enough to ever use. In there you get the pictograms, and it tells you everything that the METAS testing is. You get an international warranty card, and you get just another card saying that it is a master chronometer, which it says on the watch anyway. So nice touch, bit of bump, it's just all, you know, padding really, it don't really mean anything. So I'm quite excited for this one, because this is it is a nice looking watch. So just for clarity, that's a modern dive watch, and that's a modern dive watch, but they're very different, aren't they? Vintage inspired, high tech, high beauty. Right, oh, wristwatch check. I really should have set on something a little bit less squeaky, shouldn't I? Wristwatch check, I'm wearing the Seco Presage on a collar ab strap. Really nice. Right guys, let's flip the camera. Right, so here we are with the Omega Seamaster 42mm blue with rose gold Sedna bezel, helium escape valve and crown, and it's just enough gold. And it sometimes it looks like it's not there, and sometimes you just think that is so rich, and sometimes it just catches the light and you're just like, yes, I am in love. So quick measurements. Now I've been told off a couple of times for not doing the lug to lug, so here we go. Joey Cool, this is for you when you're whinging. Oh my word, it's difficult. So it's under 50mm, that's a good start. Is it 42? Let's see. Well, the bezel's 41, so I reckon that'll be the case. So go there to there. Right, so what am I doing wrong here? There to there. There you go, 41. So maybe it's not 42. Maybe I'm a rubbish measurer, I don't know. Scrap that, on to the next. And it's only 12.6, so it is larger than the previous model, but that lack of thickness means that it's really comfy. And, you know, to hark back to people that like that, it slips under a dress shirt very nicely, but that is not for me. I want to show my watch off at all opportunities because I like my watches. The bezel, it feels more solid than the previous generation, it does, but I didn't particularly think the previous generation was that bad. It did come in for criticism, but this, when you look at it, you can just feel the depth, the warmth and the quality. It just looks quality, and that blue, it's all different shades. I'm looking at it through the lens now and it looks a lot brighter than it does in person. The rubber strap, it's a comfy rubber strap, but again, a bit like with the Pelagos, it's not tricky, it's a watch strap, it's not a puzzle, but it's a little more difficult than I would like it to be to take it on and off, but it's not a big deal because it's comfy when you've got it on. You can see the movement on this one, which is really nice, and this is METAS certified. If you don't know what that is, what the hell are you watching this video for? In all seriousness, you get COSC certified, which means it's of a higher accuracy and a better watch, and it's a standard to go by for the watch community and, you know, the watch manufacturers. This is METAS certified, which means Omega have taken it to the next level up. So it's tested in more positions, it's got higher accuracy, and it's just a fantastic thing to have on a watch. And this is the actual readings from this specific watch. It is a little badge of honour, I would say. So yeah, it's ribbed underneath. No jokes about rubber being ribbed, please. But yeah, I think that's to help with airflow because, yeah, they don't breathe, so it can get a little bit hot. But overall, the ceramic bezel, oh my god, it's really nice. It's a really satisfying movement as well. And the gold, I personally would go for the yellow gold. I just think if you're going to get gold, it needs to stand out a little bit more. And from that distance, could you tell that were gold? I don't know if you can. And it's a hell of a lot more money than a normal one if you're paying for gold, but he's made a great choice. I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks good on a brown leather strap as well. If you don't believe me, hashtag Andrew at Watch Andrew at Instagram is where you need to go, because I've got this on a brown tan leather strap and it looks fantastic. I've also got it on some Zealand rubber straps as well, so I'm going to be changing out the colour combinations. I've got one that's blue and orange that Workington Watches was not very happy about me messing about with his watch, but hopefully he won't barge down the door and take his watch back anytime soon. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing bad you can say. Seiko Presage, 350 quid. Yeah, it is a 350 quid watch or a 500 quid watch, whatever it costs brand new, but that is nice. But then you step it up and you're like, right, can I see, you know, £6,000? Can you ever in such a high value watch? I'm not sure, but you can certainly feel the quality. You can certainly look down and go, rrr. Yeah, it gets the juices flowing, it really does. The hands and the markers are also gold, so again, it's a nice richness. It gives it a bit more luxurious. And on the dial it says Omega Seamaster Professional, and it's in white rather than red on the standard stainless steel ones. So you're probably thinking, that's all blurred, why doesn't he do something about it? Well, I'll tell you why. Ain't nobody got time for that. Coaxial master chronometer, 300 meters, 1,000 foot, and it's got a date window there, and they've put the date at the bottom, which in previous model it used to be here. So again, symmetry, overall look of the watch, I think it does have a better place for it, and it's just got a real balance. And I think they've made that too big though. I don't think there's any need for that to be too big. But anyway, this is just initial thoughts. I'm going to have another video on this before the end of the week because I just love it, and I'm going to try it on a load of different straps. Right, let's get back. Right, so what do you think? 42mm, 40mm, 41mm, whatever the hell it is, it's officially a 42. Does it fit? I tell you what, I definitely have one. I'm definitely in the market for one as well. I've just sold my Air King, and I just think this is going to be a bit out of my budget. Truth is, I've sold the Air King, obviously because it's just a bit of an ugly dog. But I'm putting a bit of money towards the kids at Christmas, to be honest. It's close to Christmas, I've got a lot of kids, there's a lot of mouths to feed, so a section of that, you know, just a bit over £1,000 is going to go towards Christmas and the pie. And then, you know, it's one less thing to worry about, and then I've got between £4–4.5 grand, I reckon, to buy a watch. So it's looking like Omega. I could wait around for an OP41, but I do like the Speedmaster again. I think it's an all-time classic, and I jumped the gun when I sold it. So yeah, that's my thinking at the moment. Let me know if I'm crazy buying an Omega Speedmaster again, but everyone seems to love it, don't they? So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that one again. I'd love this. I'd love it in the collection. As it happens, these two, 40mm, £325 watch, absolute bargain and a steal, and a £6 grand watch. There's a place for both of these in the collection. I can wear them at different times, and it's just how the mood takes me. I like having a few watches, and I like having dressy ones and tool ones, you know, to try and just mix things up really. If you go straight down the line with just one watch, which for me is the ultimate dream, just wearing one watch all the time and getting into a different hobby, that'd be the dream. But yeah, if not, I like to chop and change, and it doesn't matter if it's super expensive or super low. But in all honesty, if I'm going out, you know, for a job interview, or you know, something important at work, or for a nice meal, I'm not wearing my Citizen. I'm going to reach for a Rolex or an Omega, and that's just the way I am, unfortunately. Whether that's snobby or what, I don't know. But yeah, as for this, I definitely want one. I think I'm going to save the pennies up and go for the two-tone version with the bracelet as well. That's the one I've always wanted, because then I can just throw it on a Zealand strap or something, because I've got all them already in the cupboard. So yeah, that's probably my thinking on this watch. Workington Watches, he bought a blue one, she's already got a black Submariner and a black Panerai. So yeah, he's not missing out, is he? He's got everything he needs in his collection. Go have a look at him on Instagram, he's got some cracking bloody watches. You're probably thinking, where is he today? He's not in his usual surroundings. Well, it's not Wednesdays, so it's not WW Wednesdays, it is Saturdays, and Saturdays mean one thing: pain and agony. I look after the kids all day, the wife's at work, so one of them's in bed, two of them downstairs watching a movie, so I come upstairs into the place where all the magic happens. Well, that's what my wife calls me anyway, the magic man. Or is it tragic man? The second one's probably more truthful anyway. So the Omega Seamaster I'm talking about now, fantastic watch. I would highly recommend going and trying it, because I remember thinking, oh, they've upped it to a 42mm, and I didn't try it on for about 8 months thinking, no, I don't want a 42mm watch. And I remember trying it on and thinking, oh, it's not that bad after all, is it? So always try on watches, always try and get like for me, I've had a prolonged, extended period with this watch now, and I know it's definitely for me. I could own it long time. I picked it up on Thursday or Wednesday, I think, and I worn it for a few hours at night, but I didn't want to be disrespectful to Workington Watches, so I haven't worn it out of the house or anything, but I've worn it in the house, tried it on, got used to the fit and feel, and this rubber strap is super comfy, to be honest. So yeah, definitely on the hit list. My hit list is getting bigger and bigger and bigger at the moment for watches, but this is on there now. I really enjoy this watch. I hope you've enjoyed this video, so thumbs up, subscribe, get on with it for God's sake. I've only got 700 odd. I need some big dogs to send me some watches again. Right, so parting watch wisdom. I didn't do any last video. I had some, but I just couldn't remember quick enough. So watch wisdom, it goes back to this, and I've just dropped my wallet, hang on, and this. So it's a Prada wallet, right? So it's pretty nice. It cost me about 180 quid. Smells delicious. So 180 quid, yeah, it could be deemed expensive. It was extravagant when I bought it, I remember that, but I've had it a few years now, it's decent. Now, for 180 quid on a £6 grand watch, it's not very much, is it? So instead of faffing around with this, why don't they make it half the size, make it out of genuine leather? I mean, Prada, it must have, you know, there'd be some poor kid in some country somewhere slaving over this for pennies. So yeah, why don't Omega not use child labour, but, you know, proper channels to make something like this, And then I'd probably use that. And this is my watch wisdom now. I've been banging on for long enough. Watch wisdom. What's the percentage, do you reckon? So, right, so my frigging camera keeps cutting out on me. I don't know why, but what is the percentage of people, tyre kickers, window shoppers, that go into the ADs and watch shops on a daily basis? 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10, I bet it's 99 out of 100 are tyre kickers. They're not buying watches, they're just going in there to have a browse. How many times? No, I'm just looking, thanks. So yeah, a lot of people waste a lot of the AD's time. That's part of the course, you know, they're not going to be buying expensive watches every single day, are they? But if me and the wife went into a major city and we were pottering around, I wanted to look at watches because that's what us guys do, don't they? How many times have they gone into Debenhams or Boots, or I'll just go look at some watches in Winderlow, I'll see you in 10 minutes. So, you know, I'm guilty of it, going in there. No, I don't need any help, mate, because I know I'm not going to buy any watches. But if we're going out for a big day, we're going shopping, we're going to buy loads of nice things, and I wanted to go into the Amiga boutique, you know, souvenir time. So yeah, I wouldn't go in there and be buying watches every single week, because I simply can't afford it. But if they had, you know, a stand there with a nice Amiga keyring or an Amiga hat or a, you know, Team Amiga t-shirt or a Team Rolex t-shirt or whatever it is, it'd be nice to be able to go into the Amiga boutique, try a few watches on, and then spend 20-30 quid on a bit of a trinket and then come away with a nice Amiga bag. You know, you're not wasting the AD's time. They're making a little bit of money. They're getting their brand out there more, and we're getting a little souvenir out of it. So I think actually I'd like to see that in more ADs. They've only just started getting watch straps and NATOs out there for Amiga, haven't they? So whenever I go into Amiga boutique, they've got like 2 or 3 NATO straps. Get the full shebang out there. How many watch geeks out there love their straps, love changing straps, NATOs? Bloody all of us do. So why don't they have a shit ton of Amiga NATOs or a shit ton of leather straps? You know, you don't have to make them cost the earth, but, you know, instead of being 130 quid for an Amiga NATO, let's make them 50 quid. You'd probably buy one every other month maybe, or, you know, it'd be a lot more accessible. Christmas coming up, oh, you know, Auntie Joan, what do you want for Christmas? Oh, get me an Amiga NATO, they're only 50 quid. You know, I feel a bit embarrassed asking my wife for a NATO when it's 130 quid. They're a frigging rip-off, and then they're good, but are they worth 130 quid? I don't know. So yeah, a little bit of friendly, non-creepy watch wisdom for you today, guys. Right, hope you enjoyed this video. Oh, love it. Over and out. I'll see you in the next one.